and a wrecking ball. What is that? Hey guys, welcome back to Junk Food Japan. I'm Pettas. There are two things I love in Japan. It is ramen and it is curry. And some shop over here in Naka Meguro decided to put them together. Let's go find out what it's all about. Believe it or not, curry is actually one of the most popular dishes in Japan today. In fact, a recent study here placed curry and rice in the top 3. Wow! But the love of curry doesn't just stop with the rice. In Japan, it's common to find it mixed with dishes like tonkatsu, udon, and even today's dish, ramen. Dang. No one knows where this dish first got mixed together. But Japan's curry culture came about in the swinging 60s when Japan's economy started to boom, and more foreign foods started to become popular in cafes and restaurants. Then, in 1973, increased in popularity with the release of cup noodles' own beloved curry-flavored pot. Oh yeah. Today, we're heading to Menya Tomo in Naka Meguro, a recently opened restaurant focused on making a more traditional soup-style curry ramen, instead of the usual thick type made with the roux cubes. I had a chat with Chef Oi to find out more. Please tell us a little bit about the shop.
カレーラーメンの専門店になってまして、全く新しいジャンルのラーメンっていう立ち位置でやってますね。
I gotta be honest when I say I'm a little bit confused. I mean, ramen and then curry, like they're for me are two separate things. Why did you put them together?
今までもカレーラーメンっていうのはあったんですけれども、それってラーメンの上にカレーのルーを乗せるようなイメージのカレーラーメンっていうのが主流だったんですけれども、今回はスープカレーを長年やってきたそのオーナーが完全に作ったスパイスから調合してそれをスープにするっていう、全く新しいカレーラーメンっていうのを作りたくてやってますね。
Wow. And I also hear that you have a ramen that doesn't have any soup.
そうですね。それは混ぜそばっていうジャンルになりますけれども、これは鶏のキーマを使った全く新しい混ぜそばになってますね。
どんな麺を使ってるんですか？
北海道産の夢力っていう小麦 100% のラーメン麺になってますね。
夢力 The power of dreams. Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's get something to eat. Oh man, that is pretty. Look at that. Oh, and it smells so good. It smells like it's comfort. It's homecoming almost. This is really nice. Oh, wow, I can't wait to get eating. You guys are in for a treat now. Itadakimasu! Woo! You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try the soup first. Oh, look at that. It's soup curry. It is like a familiar curry place. I was expecting it to be much heavier and more brothy and thick, but it's actually quite light. It's got a very distinct like curry flavor. I'm not sure how this is actually gonna go with the noodles. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna slurp these guys because that's what I feel like doing. That's like ramen, like normal ramen. I'm not sure if they mix as well as I was expecting them to. I'm not quite sure what this is. I think this is chashu. Oh yeah, that goes really well. Super soft. I don't know how they did that because I've never seen chashu like in a round little pot like this. The fat inside this chashu here, when you bite into it, because it's like slightly melted from the soup, I would like to say it explodes in your mouth. And that, my friends, is a very pleasant experience. Inside my head and my mouth, there are two things that are fighting against each other. When I get the noodles, I'm looking somewhere inside my mind, I'm actually looking for ramen. And then you get the curry flavor. There's nothing wrong with it. It's yummy. It's just, I think I would like to try one of the other flavors. Yeah. Oh, wow, that looks amazing. Look at that. I asked for some extra toppings, so we've got some pork in there. There's a little tonkatsu, we've got the egg, and extra of that chashu. Now the smell of this one is completely different from the first one. That's the garlic in here. The soup here, now this is what I was talking about. Nice brown. This reminds me of home. It smells so good. Oh. Now that is really good. That's like a soup curry. So you get that very distinctive curry flavor that hits you when you like swallow it and it comes down the bottom of your throat here. And then the garlic comes. All right, check it out. I have a thing for seaweed actually. I love to mix the seaweed up with some of the ramen so that you get a little bit of that ocean flavor mixed in with the, in this case, it's now curry flavor. Okay, this one works. This one works for sure. Look at that. Topping is a little tiny mini gyoza. All right, come here, little boy. This dish really does it for me. Man, this perfectly cooked egg, check this out. This is so beautiful. When we talk about the hanjuku egg in Japan, it is that you get the egg yolk to be just before it starts to get hard, right? It has this glazed over kind of texture so that when you bite into it, it kind of like sucks up some of the soup together with it there, and then it just spreads out into your mouth. That's a perfectly cooked egg in my opinion. Yeah, and it goes so good with the curry here. I gotta say, I'm gonna try this chashu here, the one from the older dish. It's the same one they use here, if I can even catch it. If you look carefully on this one, you'll see that the fat is all around it. So it's a piece of pork that's actually encapsulated in a fatty rind rim, I would say. Yeah, okay. The deep fried portion of the karaage had enough time to soak up some of that curry. But when you do bite into it, you're getting that slightly soft but crunchy, like bite into, and then you get to the meat and it's just like, you know what? This is actually a dish I will come back for. What I'm really confused about is, how does he make a ramen without soup? Whoa. Oh, that looks interesting, I would say the least. I gotta say, I'm quite sure when we ordered the spicy one, I think we're gonna be all right for this one. Okay, so the idea for this one is to just mash it up a little bit. I'm gonna put the egg on the side and then, oh, there are the noodles. Ah, I see. Oh, well actually there's a lot in here. We'll probably just like put a bit of lemon on top. I'll do that now. Yep, just spread that out good. Oh, it looks really good actually. You know, they have these, in Japan in the summer times, they come up with the cold noodles that they do, and they call it like the ramen, I think it is. And so it's just like a cold dish where they got different vegetables on top of it. I'm not sure if that is what this is gonna be. Oh man, it smells so good. All right, here we go. Okay, that's good. It's a very different experience than when you're having actually soup to properly pull up the noodles. It's got a bit of a kick to it. I actually think it's delicious. It's like, yeah, well, it's got a little bit of kick. No, it's got a kick, trust me. Oh yeah, there's a kick in here. Ooh. It's like a slow rolling thunder kick. There's a tingling sensation on my mouth now. And at the bottom of my throat, I feel like, you know, remember Little Rage Nick? Well, he's sitting right in there and crying. The takeaway from this ramen, literally I'm shaking from it, is that it's very experimental for me, at least. It's actually quite flavorful. I like the taste. It's just, I
think we're gonna be all right for this one.
It's a little bit hard to eat. It's difficult because it doesn't have the soup that comes with it. And I think that if you can overcome that, then you could probably enjoy this as much as a normal, like any kind of ramen. 3 different ramen experiences today. The first one was the yellow looking one, which had me very confused. The noodles in that first dish was just like normal ramen noodles, and my mind was telling me, where's the ramen flavor that you're looking for? And then it was a strange experience. I would come back for the second one because it's not a heavy, thick broth that leaves you feeling all like bloated or anything. But this one, I think if it's like a really, really cold, like winter, this is probably the one that you would come and have. Wow, that was quite the curry ramen experience. It was like a quick journey that went through different stages, ended up with some really spicy things. But you guys know it, guilty pleasure does come at a price. So I'm gonna go hit the gym.